Hello everyone, what's going on? I'm Gav, the Master974 back again today, and welcome to another source short video. Now, what I'm going to be looking into today is an issue that I saw on the GitHub page for the Mapbase mod, and this was brought to my attention by Mapbase, who had an issue with flares in Mapbase. Essentially what happens is if you trigger the die function in the flare when the flare's inactive, then you're going to get a game crash. Now, one of the things I do want to point out with this is if you try this in a Source 2013 single player mod, then it doesn't seem to cause the crash, but you do get errors in the developer console telling you about bad input and output stuff. So I can only assume there's some level of error checking in the original Source 2013 code that Mapbase kind of gets rid of and allows a crash to happen. So for testing purposes, I'm in the map D2 Prison 08, which has flares at the very beginning of it, and I've not triggered any of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, say, int fire flare 2 and die, and what you'll see is there's a game crash. So if I get rid of the game capture real quick, then what you can see is the crash happens inside of soundenvelope.cpp at the sound change pitch flag section. And if you check the call stack, you see it comes from C flare : flare think at C sound envelope controller get controller and then m_p burn sound. And you can see that m_b burn sound equals null. I said B, didn't I? Not P. Oh well, they sound similar. But anyway, the point is, this variable is null and you don't want that. So in case you don't know where the flare code actually is located, you can go into the server project, go into source files, hl2dll and unuse, and you've got weapon flare gun.cpp. And we're around line 330 with the flare think function, and we need to go a little bit below this to get to the die function. So there it is. So basically the die function calls upon the flare think function. So that's why we get these crashes, because the burn sound isn't initialized, because the burn sound gets initialized when the flare is created. I'm just trying to see where I can find that. It's going to be around here somewhere. Activate set burn sound, and then start burn sound. So yeah, it's down here somewhere. So that's in activate, and then here it creates the burn sound if it's not null. So basically what we're going to do is go to the die function, which is down here. Okay, now I'm screwing up everyone. Okay, so there was a suggestion by WeCot235 who recommends that what you do is inside of the flare die function here, that we actually encapsulate everything inside of if m_b in active list. So essentially what that means is the die function only ever gets executed if the flare is actually active. Now, if I didn't know this fix existed from somebody else, then what I would have suggested is you go to the flare think function, wherever that is. I think it's up here. And then in this section, after this, delta time, and if it's not in the active list, then what we do is we add in here that if m_fl time burnout does not equal -1 and m_p burn sound does not equal null. So essentially we only enter this condition if the burn sound is valid, because the reason why we get the game crash is because the burn sound is not valid. So those are a couple of resolutions to those issues, and I guess I'll just leave it down to you to figure out which one of those is the best solution to have. Or you can just have both of them and agree that both solutions are perfectly valid. I'll leave that up to you. I kind of screwed up with the audio recording because I didn't know what the actual active variable was that I was looking for. So I apologise for that, but I do need to give a big ups to WeCot235 and Mapbase for talking about this on the Mapbase GitHub page. And let me know what you think. And as always, take care, have a great day, peace out, see you later. And I hope to see you for the next video.